Warning, the following episode of Let's Read contains descriptions of sexual violence that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, the sound mixing gets a bit weird near the end. That was partly my fault and partly the fault of the recording program, which boosted Cabral and sound speed far more than it should have for some reason. Still trying to figure out what's up with Procaster. It's been acting weird all week. Anyway, enjoy the reading. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Read! Let's read Living the Dream, Chapter 13, Rivalry Ended.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen in this chapter.
Yeah, I have no idea. But hey, we're joined by the one and only Sound Speed. The one and only Cabral 095.
There's actually two of me.
And we're not joined by the Lightning Rabbit because he's still apparently taking classes or something. Boo. I miss him. Anyway, whatever, I'm Duhad, so let's get down to this.
Let's get
So,
down.
by the way, I'm going to go ahead and... Does running my fan bother the world?
I don't think so. I can't hear it.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to leave that on then, because I was burning to death last time I did this.
Jesus, oh my
You could aim it up at the ceiling and the arrow bounce off.
I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs. I don't need you telling me anything. Twilight's pregnant!
Did you miss the description?
Oh, yeah. I am so sorry for the short chapter, but my computer cut off when I was almost done. I didn't save it, so I had to start over. But
Hold on
please,
one second.
even the world was trying to keep him from writing this story. Like, even God himself was trying to put an end to this.
Well, to be fair, the computer had to, go through this entire story on its own.
Yeah. Also, I should say that he says sorry for the short chapter, but the reason is he didn't say that it had to start over, so he just made it shorter because he didn't want to put in the effort to make it what it was before, which would have still been worse.
He deserves a medal for that one.
Thank
Yes.
God.
Okay, whatever. Let's go.
Chapter 13. Twilight's pregnant!
Oh no!
Girl runs away from
No!
boy with eaten Pop-Tart. She has low blood sugar, so she falls. Oh, you guys probably don't recognize that. I'll just keep going. Twilight's pregnant? That's all that was on my mind while I sat alone on the edge of my bed.
Good.
Just don't believe it. I don't know how to raise a family. Well, it can't be harder than keeping a dog.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Oh my god!
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, no.
That quote.
Is it going to be a colt or a mare? I hope colt. I've always wanted a son.
I like
wonder
how
what he'll look like. He just automatically assumes it will be a boy because he wills it so.
yeah.
I wonder what he'll look like. Me or Twilight. My thoughts were interpreted by my door opening. The door swings open. You're thinking about your son.
Oh, I like how the chapter number is higher than his mental IQ.
Yes.
Greg walked in and smiled stupidly. I could already tell that he had smoked a blunt. Or two.
Dude, you knocked up one pony. Fucking like Twilight, I think? Holy shit, yeah, Twilight.
You know, Greg, you did kill me.
Well, congratulations
You know,
on that
Greg,
one.
you did kill me.
Why the fuck are you still living in my house without paying rent? Get the fuck out.
Go get a job. I stood inside.
Yeah, I did.
He laughed crazily.
Oh my god, hell. Oh man. Yeah, man.
He said as he left my room. I waited a few seconds and headed for the door. I have something I must do.
Wait, hold on. Wait, he just walked in and said, "Dude, you knocked up Twilight." Yeah, okay. And he just left. That was the end of that.
That is it. Oh, hey, doggy. You're my favorite
Oh, hey,
customer.
Mark. How's your
You're
sex
my
life?
favorite customer. David looked at Stormy Vision. A brony. Well, it's a brony.
Oh.
Thank God
His
we
real
stopped
name
that.
was Zayn. He and Greg ran into him a few weeks ago while looking through the whitetail forest for Louie's pups.
Oh, no.
Okay, so there's like a million things wrong with that sentence. I'm gonna start from the top. Firstly, they've known Zayn for like literally weeks, but they just ignored him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
For
yeah.
no real reason. Secondly, they went into the woods to find Louie's pups, so apparently Winona just fucking left them there.
She's pretty fucking bad.
Thirdly, why is
Thirdly,
his
they're
name...
going to look for them. which means that they knew prior to her abandoning them that they existed, but left them with her anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
And fourthly, his name is Stormy Vision. What the hell?
Yeah, we're getting
honestly, I think his human name is even stupider than that. So.
Zayn. Sounds like a Fire Nation.
It's just a silly name.
Back to Zayn. Oh no, shit.
No.
Oh shit, that's the actual line.
They still didn't know how Louis had enough time to have sex with that one dog, Winona. I mean,
with that one dog,
completely unsupervised the entire.
I like the next sentence.
But who cares? They all had a pup of their own now. Can't be any harder than raising a family.
Yeah.
Back to Zayn. He was a light black pegasus. Oh my god.
I like how like we establish him, then we're like, okay, whatever, that's not important. Let's go on to something else. Oh wait, hold on. Back to him. Here's the description.
Wait.
Light black is, let me think, gray.
I don't entertain the thought that there's somebody that shares my color, so we'll just not even acknowledge that. How about that? Yeah.
Well, he has light blue splats.
Oh my god. Splats dotting his coat. He also had a grayish blue snot. Oh my god.
I love
you want to see a fucking doctor about that, dude. Jeez.
That's not healthy.
His mane and tail was the color of fire, which we, colloquially call in the United States red.
Or orange.
Depending on the fire.
Also another great line up here.
His eyes was yellow.
His eyes was yellow.
His eyes was yellow, dog. Girl!
Girl!
Zayn looked over at David.
Oh, I get to meet Lance.
David shrugged.
I had no idea. So what the fuck is David's voice? Right,
it's like that basically.
You have so many voices.
I have no idea. No, that's not it at all.
See, that sounds more like Rainbow Dash.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Whenever he stays at home for more than 5 minutes, if you want to see him, I suggest you go to Pineville and wait for him to appear.
Out of thin air.
Zayn nodded.
Anything I should know about him?
Batman.
Yeah. You know him when you see him. He looks extremely different from other ponies. Also, don't ask him to take off his goggles. Why?
Asked Zayn, confused.
Trust me, you don't want to see them. Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I know this is kind of morbid to consider, but was he wearing the goggles when he was fucking Twilight?
Put the goggles back on.
Either possibility with that is not okay, because either he was wearing the goggles, so every time they'd lean in to do making out or whatever the fuck, he'd just thump her in the face with his fat goggles.
I'm honestly
or she'd be looking into his demon eyes.
Well, hold on. Remember the scene? They're never actually romantically intimate. It's just really awkward porn shit. So
I guess you're right. Yeah, so you wouldn't ever I guess we could wear that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't really make it any better. It just makes it kind of
That's
awkward.
the saddest thing ever. You conceive a child with just dry humping. That's just,
Yeah. I'm really just imagining it as, some scene from, some creep-ass post-apocalyptic thing with, Yurkon's just, this, mohawked, goggled person. It's I don't know. For some reason, that's the image that's stuck in my head now.
Moving swiftly onwards.
Either way, Zayn's confused.
Zayn turned towards the door.
Well, I'm off. I have a date.
Weren't they in the woods just a second ago?
David smiled.
Who? With who? Oh, just a bony.
No shit.
Zayn is gay.
He's and then the big reveal. Zayn is gay. Homosexual.
Zayn is gay.
I think there is a gay character in the story later on, and he is played as a straight camp villain.
Oh, I can't wait to see how he demonizes the homosexual community. That will bring me lots of joy.
Fantastic.
He said as he left the room, I landed on the doorsteps of a house made of clouds, the home of a certain Pegasus. I knocked on the cloud door, surprised that it actually made a sound. A voice from inside yelled, "Oh, okay." Well, you jumped the gun there.
We don't walk all over Soundspeed's line, Cabral.
It was intentional, obviously.
Yeah, you hate me.
I'm trying to save you from reading the story.
Shut up. You failed.
The door opened to reveal Rainbow Dash. She looked at me and glared.
Why are you here? I thought I made it clear I didn't want to see you.
I shrugged. Wait, when did you do that? After you killed him?
Apparently.
After you killed him the first time, or after you attempted to kill him the second time?
Honestly, I think that's just sort of
actually did
implied.
that.
After you've murdered someone, that like you probably shouldn't, come by and
She just had, obviously.
I
when
thought
he
I
was
made
the-
it clear I didn't want to see you by attempting to murder you twice.
by
Yeah.
succeeding once at least.
And then Greg almost killed you. I said it in the,
Hold on,
hospital.
I shrugged.
I shrugged.
Just came here to.
She cut me off.
I know why you're here. You want to brag about that sonic rain boom. But that was like months ago.
Yeah, and he has been in 2 comas since then.
But you know what? I don't care. I'm still better than you.
Well, that's not why I'm here. God, I wouldn't call this sonic rainbow since I didn't resemble a rainbow.
She raised her eyes at me.
Oh, yeah? What would you call it
Oh
then?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I know, I wrote it.
Oh no.
Oh.
I've been thinking of this for a while now, and I already have a name for it.
Shadow Rain Blast, or sorry, Shadow Blast. Oh Jesus!
That's a shadow blast.
Shadow Blast.
Isn't that not the edgiest fucking thing?
It's too edgy for me.
Come on, step it up.
Way past cool. All
Wait,
right.
that's cool.
She rolled her eyes.
Yeah, why are you here?
I held out my hoof.
To apologize to you, to say, I'm sorry.
Okay, what did he do?
he got his blood all over her.
Okay,
That-
now, I know Gyrocon's done lots of things for worth apologizing for, but nothing directly to Rainbow Dash.
Well, that's the
does he
thing.
need
Like,
to apologize for.
yeah, like of
He
all
just
the
did it
characters he
reciprocate
really
love,
fucking
but, like-
needs to apologize to, the person who tried to rape him twice and murdered him twice, like murdered him once and tried to kill him once, not the person to apologize to. Like the
Yeah.
only person not to apologize to.
Like, that'd be like if fucking George W. Bush walked up and was like, I'm so sorry to you, the Shah of Iran.
It's like, ugh. What the
No,
fuck?
oh, damn it. Excuse me, I made a dingle-popping mistake.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
oh shit.
Fantastic.
These
What are we
fucking
doing?
glasses are to death of me. I don't know how the fuck to use these things.
You put them on your face.
Okay, no shit. I already broke them, though.
Oh Christ!
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I've been
Yeah, but
using them for less than, like, I've been using them, what, for like 2 months, maybe? Not even.
Do you have tape?
No, fuck. Look, it's just the lens keeps popping out.
Oh, that. Do you have tape?
Fuck, man.
You
No, I
don't,
have
you don't
tape.
tape a goddamn lens into place, Cabral. That doesn't. Why would you tape?
Whatever. I'm going back into the optometrist anyway. I'm fixing this because these aren't even. This is kind of starting to not help instead of help. So these glasses are kind of
Yeah,
done fucked up anyway. Right. Okay. On that note, oh jeez, I'm so discombobulated right now.
it's okay. We're all a little hazy. It's
Apology
fine.
accepted.
What? Wait. Okay. So then, not only does he come back in and apologize, but she's instantly like, "Yeah, it's cool."
Yes.
No, it's worse than that.
Okay. She shook my hoof. Oh.
Aw. Only if you give me a kiss.
Damn it! Is it really worth it?
No,
I sighed. Of course it is. If I
Of
want her off
course.
my back, this is the only way.
fine, motherfucker. She actually tried to rape you. Mother.
Several times, like on more than one occasion.
This is just wow.
So how does
I don't know.
Don't name
Whatever.
drop the
Don't
fans
don't
of
ra-
your
yeah. I
content
don't want to.
in your
I'm
I
not.
didn't-
I'm
I
trying.
didn't say the whole name. I didn't say the whole name. I only said
He's
part.
gonna
Oh, shit,
know
he's
who
gonna
you're talking
know.
to.
Okay, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to,
Bleep
like,
it out.
I'm probably gonna have to cut that bit out now. Fuck.
I cut that bit out. Sorry.
Good job, AR. Making
I'm
jokes
Hold on,
about
hold on.
sorry.
Literally, give me a second. I need to make a quick note just to say, like, cut.
If I apologize, will you forgive me instantly, like Rainbow Dash just did?
Only if you give me a kiss.
Is it worth it? No,
That's
it's not.
not. Of course it is.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really don't want to insult the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Where are we at?
to apologize, say sorry. Okay, just take it again from.
She smiled.
Yeah.
I sighed. Of course it is. If I want her off my back, this is the only way.
Fine.
She smiled, like she knew I would say yes. She leaned forward, lips pursed. I sighed again. I love this, like,
Ah. Ah. Rainbow Dash is just staring at like, what are you doing?
Don't even know.
It's worth it, Lance. It's all worth it in the end.
Oh.
I gave her a 2-second long kiss, sighing while I was doing it.
Did he count? Sighing while
For
kissing.
fuck's sake, we're going for 3 strikes.
God, no!
Gold
She
ball.
pulled back, grinning.
Come in, Gyro.
She waved me in. I walked in and looked around her house. Blue walls and floors, furniture made of clouds, and everything else a normal home would have. The one thing that stuck out to me was a picture of the Wonderbolts that was hung up on the wall, much like a poster. How abnormal. Rainbow Dash walked up next to me and smiled.
So, what do you think?
It's a nice place, I guess.
She smiled.
Oh, God.
She smiled, a smile full of lust.
Oh, fantastic. Follow me.
Damn it, again!
I think you're reading that wrong. It should read as, damn it, again! Womp, 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 womp.
Oh, it sure is silly. How many times will I get raped this chapter?
But,
Go kill yourself.
God, you know what we need on the bottom left corner of this? We need like a rape counter, like Krillin gets on the
No,
Oh my
I
God.
refuse to make a rape counter. Like, no.
counter.
That'll just be really sad.
That's beyond the fucking pale. Anyway,
Twilight
continue.
stood in the library, reading a book about parenting. Oh my...
Oh, dear Lord.
As she does. She smiled to herself. This book makes being a parent sound so exciting and fun.
Oh, fine.
Okay. That's so hammy, like, this is a book. It's a book about parenting. Parenting is exciting and fun. Trying to explain to a 5-year-old how to be a good parent.
It's a picture book with a sentence per page. Parenting is fun. Oh, I
Oh,
see.
I can't wait for them to go over coitus at the beginning. Oh, never mind. She closed the book and thought of Lance, her lover and soon-to-be husband, if he purposed, which she was sure he would sooner or later. She smiled to herself. Where is Lance anyway? After they had left the hospital, she had set off for Ponyville, leaving him in Canterlot. Alone. Twilight's smile faded. She had left Lance all alone in Canterlot right after finding out she was pregnant. She bit her lower lip. She would need to do something to fix that.
Thank you,
why?
narrator, for telling the obvious.
It's like,
I ran down the hall and jumped through a door. I twisted around and slammed it shut.
Hold on, I just want to real quick point out how kind of fucked up it is that we have basically the exact inversion of the normal. I just found out we just found out about a pregnancy thing. It's like, instead of the guy being like, oh my God, I left my poor wife alone right after she found out she's pregnant. I should really be there for her. Instead, it's the wife going like, huh, I just told him that I'm pregnant. I should really be there to help console him through this difficult period in his life.
After all, he's still a minor.
Well, I mean, I could be forgiven for mistaking that fucking Gyrocon's on this period right now.
Wait for a kiss.
Anyway, continuing.
I began gasping for air.
Damn it! I need to work out more often. Wait, why is he out of... Oh, God.
He needs to work out more
The door flew open and in walked Rainbow Dash, a lustful smile on her face.
Come on, Gyro. You know you want to taste me.
Hearing AR says that actually makes it even worse. With all due respect, AR, that was the least sexy thing I've ever heard in my life, and I want to die.
There's a reason I said it like that.
Well, good. I mean, you're doing it right. It's just
I am. That's why I did it like that.
It's just Anyways, I do. Lance!
I do.
What? Are you kidding me?
Oh, God.
I do.
I can't wait for Lance to say I do. Meanwhile, I do want to fuck you, Rainbow Dash. Lance! Bad boy! Remember Twilight.
No, Dash. I
Gulped loudly.
don't want to have sex with you again for the 3rd time. I can't believe I have to say this many times. God damn it.
God, what kind of a bro are you?
Oh my god, she laughed in a sexy voice.
How do you Yes, you do.
Okay, if you swap the genders here, this would be infinitely more terrible.
Oh my God, it's equally terrible. I don't care. Seriously, this is something that should not be acceptable no matter what. This is so fucked up.
Regardless of that, though, let's just think about this here.
Yeah, no.
People are getting like the false idea, like they don't think about it too hard when it's like Rainbow Dash on Gyrocon. But like, let's turn the tables here. What if it was like Rainbow Dash running for her life in a house against Gyrocon, and he backs her into a corner, and she's like, I don't want to, and he's like, yes, you do.
It's like, come on, every woman's a slut, therefore you will have sex with me, and it's all good if I force it. Like, yeah, that is fucked. That is so fucked.
A little bit. I do.
God. Oh, God.
Wait till you read what it says later on.
As my flank hit the wall, I knew I was trapped and screwed. She walked up and licked my cheek. I don't really know.
This next line is just...
It's like fucking Flufflepuff does porn. Like...
Oh, I'm glad you're imagining this as Flufflepuff, because I'm just imagining this is like the most like nightmarish horror movie scene right now.
Hannibal Lecter does porn.
Yeah.
Checking my...
Shit, oh my god, speaking of which, shit!
Yeah.
I've seen something like this in porn. I was watching this sick porn right before the end of the world, wherein the guy walks up and licks the girl on the face as he's about to rape her.
Ugh, again, this is not porn. This is serial killer bullshit.
Yeah, wait, what kind of porn are you watching? You're watching creepy-ass rape fetish porn. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Gyrocon?
This is your line, Cabral, by the way.
Oh my... You don't know how long I've wanted to do this.
She said as she reached forward. A light flashed around me, forcing me to close my eyes. When I opened them, I was happy to see that I was at the library. Oh, thank you, Dave. See, like, Deus Ex Machina just, like, jumped in and saved the world.
For, like, the first time ever, I'm so happy for Deus Ex Machina. Wait a minute. Wait one motherfucking minute. What, was he trapped in a cloud?
Yes.
How would we ever escape? I was surrounded by fluffy white clouds and guarded by no less than one brightly colored magical flight boat.
Never the chapter.
Well, he doesn't work out very often, so.
Yeah. Hey, Lance!
I turned and smiled.
Oh my god, what's that? Twilight, you forgot to say bye when you left. What? What?
Yeah.
So, like, he immediately not only knows what's happened, but he's, like, totally cool with it. Like, oh, hey, thanks for teleporting me without my consent.
It's like he immediately knows what's going on. He's totally cool with it, and then he's indignant about a minor social faux pas.
It happens. She blushed.
Sorry. It's just that I wanted to get home and read about parenting, and I sort of...
I cut her off with a kiss. I pulled back and smiled, my right hoof stroking her mane, my left hoof stroking my dick.
You talk too much. When we're married, you're not going to be doing that anymore.
You're going to be making me lots of sandwiches, babe.
Fucking douchebag.
She smiled and blushed at the same time. Adorably, I might add, as opposed to the creepy way Rainbow Dash did it.
I know.
I nuzzled her neck.
Is there anything here?
She shook her head.
Oh, okay. I'm lost for... There we are. Mike, it's at Rarity's helping. Why?
I looked at her and took off my goggles. Oh, no, he did do it without the goggles last time.
Yeah.
Oh! His
Dear
creepy
God.
hell bloodshot eyes.
Oh,
could you imagine those looking you in the face?
Yeah, I also imagine them as, like, glowing in the dark, so, like, like, just, like, these eye beams on you during sex.
That's just terrifying. I don't even want to think of...
He winked. I think you know why. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
She blushed brightly.
Oh!
Then she kissed me.
Some pony can't wait till bedtime.
I love that.
Hey, Twilight, I just got you pregnant. You know what I want to do? Just fuck the zygote.
It's like someone's impatient. He doesn't want to wait till Betty buys.
She's already learning how to be a good parent. Oh.
Don't... So, anyways...
I smiled, is your line.
Moving swiftly onward, I smiled.
How could... Wait, is that him? Or yeah, is that... How could I?
We laughed as we walked up to her room.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, with the brony stoner...
Greg took a drag from his blunt and laughed.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
A pup sat in front of him, wagging its tail.
Oh, fuck's sake.
The pup's name was Weedy, given to Greg by David.
Like that town in Northern California.
The pup was Louis, but he only seemed to want 2 of the 5 that the one dog had. Oh my god! So, like, my 5 children. Betty, Steven, I love you. The rest of you can go fuck yourself.
I don't...
Oh, fantastic.
Not only did he hate his own children, but he hated them enough to give them to fucking Greg.
Had.
Greg smiled.
Greg smiled down at Weedy.
Dog, you want some?
Weedy let out a small bark. Greg laughed and reached into his saddlebag and put a blunt in Weedy's mouth and lit it with his magic, the only spell he knew by heart. Weedy took a few puffs front the blunt.
Front the blunt.
That's my favorite video game. Causing Greg to go crazy with laughter.
Damn, Scoop! I mean, Weedy, you're gonna get along just fine.
Weedy nodded and took another puff from the blunt. Okay, come on, really? Like, come on.
Dog's not worth that way. Good night.
Greg took a long drag from his blunt and sat back on a couch. Weedy jumped up next to him and sat on his back, looking to be relaxing with a blunt lit in his mouth. How many times can we say blunt in this one, like, paragraph?
I don't know. How many times can I say fuck in this story?
I think I lost count at 12.
Fuck the pain away.
13.
Fuck the pain away. Weedy shit.
Greg smiled crazy.
Let's see. Greg smiled crazily.
Oh, Weedy, you need to get some bitches. Oh, jeez. That's what me, a nice dog for you. Oh, yeah.
Weedy nodded lazily, becoming high.
He became
Yo, dog.
I am in the process of becoming high. Do not bother me.
Processing.
He said as he held his hoof in front of Weedy. Weedy raised his paw and hit Greg's.
So Greg, are these dogs, like, intelligent because
Bro, man.
Yeah, not only they're hyper-intelligent, because it's still a puppy, by the way. He's talking about how he's going to get his puppy dog that's been alive for less than a month. He's not only getting marijuana, but talking about how he wants to fuck.
What was the point of adding Greg to this story? Who deemed it wise to put Greg
what is Greg's entire purpose?
I honestly think I don't remember for certain, but I honestly think there was like a thing where he actually just like basically asked fans to submit characters and then he'd just start using them. I don't know if that had happened at this point or not, but like that might be the reason. That or he might have just thought it'd been funny, which, you know, it does reek of terrible attempts at comedy.
Yeah, it
reeks. I get it.
The next line. The next line's amazing.
The David came down the stairs and looked at them.
The David?
Yeah, the David has arrived.
What's up, guys? The David has left the building.
The David.
The David has started to move. Greg, what are you doing? Getting a dog marijuana?
Greg waved him off.
He likes it, man. See?
He pointed to Weedy, who was nodding his head, a smile on his face. David shook his head.
At least my puppy isn't like yours.
Greg sat up, felling the weed, taking full effect.
Oh, yeah? What can yours do, that witty cunt?
Oh my gosh.
David smiled.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, they predicted Equestrian Girls too!
Play the drums! I'm already teaching him so we can set up... Sorry. So we can set up sort of a band.
See, the David is going to be the name of the band.
The David's a fucking loser. Like, these are both on like opposite ends of the failure spectrum.
No, they're on the same end of the failure spectrum, just opposite ends of, like... No, that's... No, never mind, you were right in the first place.
It's right in the first place. Also, why aren't these dogs hyper-intelligent? Puppies, I should mention.
Because they're human-dog hybrids, apparently.
Oh god, you're right. How much, like, human did Louis still have in him?
Well, apparently his brain...
That was it.
God, the horrible I have no mouth yet, I must scream, like... implications of this are terrifying.
At least there's no brony fish in this story.
Oh,
just wait, I haven't read far enough to know if that's the case or not.
Like, I wouldn't surprise me.
Keep going, though. We're almost done with this chapter.
All right. Greg laughed, the high obvious in his movements and voice.
Sweet. Call yourself the nerds of Magic Ponyland, dude.
You chose to go to Magic Ponyland, so shut your mouth.
Jackass.
Like, fucking asshole. David shook his head.
Whatever, man.
He said as he turned and went back upstairs, presumably to jack off to the pictures on his walls, which you have not forgotten about yet.
No, the dog was already doing that.
Oh my god, that's what he taught his dog to do. That's what he means by playing the drums.
No, dear Lord, no.
He said. Oh, wait,
He said.
Greg looked.
David shook his head. Oh, wait, no, he said as he turned and went back upstairs.
Greg
looked at Weedy.
I bet you can get the ladies better than his dog.
Weedy smiled and nodded.
Oh, dear Lord.
I walked out of the library, a smile on my face. Twilight was learning. She knew a lot more about sex now. She must be reading a book or something. I fixed my suit and smiled. Back to Canterlot.
Forget about Rainbow Dash. Just
I like Weedy. It took me a few seconds to come up with it.
we can tell.
Whoa, you don't say.
I love how proud he is of that. He's like, I put no thought into this.
I also a whole afternoon to come up with this story.
So whatever happened to Rainbow Dash? First off, why was he going to see Rainbow Dash? Second off, why was he going to see Rainbow Dash?
Oh my god! My god!
We're only half an hour in, so we're going on to chapter 14.
Sorry, I read a little bit ahead in chapter 14. Make sure another you do it.
Chapter 14, a revenge plot.
Whoa. Here is a chapter that goes into the days of the other bronies. Please enjoy this chapter. Chapter 14.
God damn it.
No.
Greg fell back laughing.
We know enough about Greg!
Okay, why are we spending so much time with Greg? He literally does nothing.
The author finds Greg incredibly funny for some reason, apparently.
Dude, by virtue of him smoking weed, he's doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he's killing people. That's something.
Yeah, that's true.
He did it once, and then got too lazy and didn't even do it right.
Yeah, good point.
Garricon keeps dying.
Well, we're not on Garricon right now. We're on a character even worse than him.
Out of his mouth. Weedy sat on the ground, still puffing his blunt.
Oh, Jose, can you read that first bit again? The call suddenly went weird for a second.
Okay. Greg fell back laughing, his blunt falling out of his mouth. Weedy sat on the ground, still puffing his blunt. Greg sat up and put his half-burnt blunt back. That's so hard into his mouth and smiled bitterly.
Damn, Weedy. As your fifth one, do you ever stop?
Dear Lord.
Weedy smiled and shook his head.
Hold on, let me just boost you a tiny bit there, because for some reason it's acting like your volume has gone weirdly down. Okay, anyway, continuing. Weedy shook his head. Greg nodded.
Greg nodded and looked at their surroundings. Ponyville. Or to be more specific, outside the entrance to Sugar Cube Corner.
Weedy, how did you get here? How did we get here? I thought we was like walking around the corner, not to that town. I can't remember.
Weedy shrugged and spat out the blunt, now just a stub.
Fantastic.
Greg tilted his head, deep in, well, sort of thought. He smiled crazily.
Weedy, I just remembered something. Lance
No, I was kidding!
Lance said, oh, fuck you.
Oh, no.
Lance said that one white pie would make you something. It's at the somewhere. Oh, yeah, the library.
Soundspeed dies internally.
Greg began staggering down the street towards the library, followed by a staggering Weedy, who then promptly died.
The end, My Little Pony.
If only. Let's see,
Upon arriving.
Upon arriving at the library, he noticed that the door was unlocked. Weedy walked up beside Greg looked down and smiled.
Last sentence again. We walked up beside him and nodded.
Weedy walked up beside him and nodded. Greg looked down and smiled.
You think you thinking what I'm thinking?
Wheaty looked up and smirked. He pointed at Greg's saddlebag. Greg pulled one out and lit it, then placing it in Wheaty's mouth.
Not what I meant. And then forget. Never mind. Let's just go in. Let's just go and get the things we came for.
They walked in and looked around. Same old place from... Wait! A box with Wheaty's name on it! That must be it. Greg popped the lid off and smiled.
That's pure awesomeness right there.
Oh
my god,
no!
no! Why?
No!
Yes.
No way! There is no way that this is real.
That's
I've sacrificed. There's no, it's not real. This is a troll fic. This is not real.
This was written when there was less of astigmatism around it.
And astigmatism is what happens to your eyeballs.
I think you meant stigma.
I was just gonna say, an astigmatism is what I have.
I could use an astigmatism because I don't want to see this. But okay.
Let's have stigma around this. But
sounds like you have astigmatism.
In retrospect, this is hilarious.
He pulled out a hat, or known on Earth as a fedora, then a black scarf, followed by sunglasses, and lastly a black jacket with many pockets. He successfully joined the Trenchcoat Mafia.
The Trenchcoat Mafia. I don't wear a fedora, but I do wear a black scarf on occasion.
Don't forget that this was a thing that people were wearing, which is why it's become a thing. Like, why it became a thing.
Yeah.
Because of assholes like this.
Milady.
Greg smiled.
Lance sure knows what we like, huh, Wheaty?
I love to imagine, like, Lance was just like, God, these guys are such fucking dickheads. I wonder what I can get them to just, like, make them look as retarded as I can.
It's Lance.
I'll get him a fedora.
Don't forget what Lance is wearing.
Isn't he wearing, like, a black jumpsuit?
You're right. Never mind.
Like a black leather jumpsuit and goggles. So I don't think he's all that, cleverly sarcastic.
He's very fashion-forward.
Wheaty parts!
He's backwards.
Greg placed the fedora on Wheaty's head. Wheaty then immediately tipped it and began talking about how the women are evil.
That's Gyrocon's job. Stop taking his job, Wheaty.
Excuse me. Wheaty took it on, tipped it, and began talking about how wit is his blade, and he would like to do mental battle with worthy adversaries on the internet because he is enlightened by his own intelligence, not by any phony god's blessing.
Much better.
Wheaty's probably the smartest character we have in this story.
Wheaty's a fucking fedora-toting douchebag.
Yeah.
God. Greg placed it. Okay, and the sunglasses on his eyes, the scarf on his neck, and then put the jacket on him. He stepped back to take a look.
Oh, sorry.
Gosh.
That's right. We smell his head written on a little bit. For some reason, I accidentally jumped down a little bit, and I'm trying to get back to his.
He just wants to get the story over with.
It's pure awesome. Okay, here we go. We barked. Fedora. Damn, you look like a pimp, dude.
You look pimp, dude.
You look like the nerdiest pimp ever.
You look just like David.
Wheaty nodded, looking awesome in his new duds.
Fantastic.
There should be a huge fucking asterisk after that sentence. He walked over to a mirror and nodded happily. Greg walked to the door.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get some bitches. God damn it.
Wheaty ran up behind him, blunt still firmly placed in his mouth. They walked down the street, getting looks from all the ponies. Greg smiled, loving the attention. Wheaty just nodded and puffed on his blunt, wearing... Oh my god. He's a puppy! He's like a puppy!
Yeah.
He's like a tiny, tiny puppy dog!
Admittedly, the idea of a tiny puppy dog wearing, like, a fedora with, like, a blunt hanging out of the side of its mouth, waddling down the street, is kind of adorable, if not for the fact that we're supposed to take it as, like, serious and cool.
I know, like, that's the problem here. That would be adorable and really funny, but it's in Living the Dream, so I know I'm not supposed to interpret it that way.
Oh, dear.
I hurt.
I hurt too. After walking for a while, Greg began to notice that a certain pink pony was following them, trying to stay out of sight. Oh.
Oh no.
Greg looked down at Wheaty.
Dude, I think when the person's following us, the totally awesome one.
Suddenly, a pink pony jumped in front of them, stopping them in their tracks.
Hey there! I've never seen you before! Oh, who's this? Why, he's wearing one of those super duper clothes! Oh, is he? I like them! I want some like that! Oh!
No!
That's actually, that's,
oh my god, she had the new episode! She had a fedora in that episode!
No, it was like a different type of hat, but yeah, it was fedora.
Close enough.
It was close enough.
Ow! That's what she's saying, so. What's that in your mouth? It smells funny, but I kind of like it. The smoking coming off of my head go, whoa!
Oh my god. She says she spun her head around and around. Greg smiled and nodded lazily.
Whoa, bitch, you talk fast. You barely keep track of your words.
Oh, dear lord.
Pinkie Pie continued to bounce in place, smile never leaving her face.
What's a bitch?
You are.
Really?
What's a bitch? Well, let me tell you, they wear fedoras.
They wear fedoras. Uh-huh. I've never heard one of those before. Ow! I know. Is it a place? A pony? Wait, I know. It's a party decoration. A super secret party decoration.
I love this. It's like she keeps having brain, cranial hemorrhages in her fucking brain.
She knows something wrong with this whole thing.
And that's why every time she says "ow," it's like she's just rocking in pain.
It's her pinky sense telling her, "Get out of the story. Get out of the story."
Let's see.
Greg's head.
Greg's head began to spin from the marijuana. He was loving the vibe this pink pony was giving off.
Dude, fucking tripping, man. Party, man. I love parties. I could party all day long. As long as there's plenty of alcohol and bitches.
Pinky's eyes went wide, even wider than they was a second ago.
It was a second ago. Party? We must have a party!
Greg smiled crazily.
Do it! Like, right now. It's in, like, this fucking minute, man. Get it set up now, and I want to party my fucking ass off.
Pinkie Pie began to shake with excitement.
Yeah! That's the spirit! We will party all day and all night! Everything we see is just...
Damn it! All of you jumped on my joke.
Yeah.
Shame.
Keep on rocking, we'll keep on rocking.
Greg grabbed her up. Sorry.
What are you waiting for? Let's get this party started.
Pinkie Pie.
We have to set it up first. I jumped
frowned.
again. I do not know why.
No one cares.
I care.
I'd love it if this like suddenly took a just completely insane twist. It's like, well, we had to get the party started, set up first. It just pulls out like a vial of Coke. Like, baby, this is all we need to party. And so begins a much different story.
Oh my lord.
Where
are we at?
Fantastic.
Pinky's your new next one.
Silly! We have to set it up first!
Greg frowned.
Fine, but let's hurry.
Weedy shook his head. He needed another blunt, and it looked like it was going to be a while before he could get another one. So you somehow got him addicted to marijuana.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how you managed to do that, but congratulations.
Congratulations. Either way, the next sentence.
Mal Batter is smiled.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's a sentence, everybody.
No! I'm sorry, I just scrolled down a little too far and I saw a name that looks a little too much like mine. Things had turned out pretty well for him over the last month. Him and Fluttershy was great friends. The ponies was no longer scared of him, and best of all, he can go anywhere he wants now. He looked down at Fluttershy, who was busy feeding animals. He had to admit, she was pretty cute and sweet. The kind of girl he always wanted back on Earth, but could never get due to the popular kids taking all of them.
Oh my god, he's an internet nice guy.
He really is.
Like, I came here, but like I used to be a really nice guy to all the girls back in my own time, but like, you know, they were all like taken by all the jerks and popular kids.
Yeah. But that can't happen here for some reason, I guess.
Apparently not. There are no popular kids in Ponyville, and then
I do love the irony.
And then King Greg.
Actually, I do like the fact that apparently that like, you know, the internet white knight turned into a dragon. Like, there's something kind of glorious about that.
It only makes sense.
Glorious.
Fluttershy looked up at him.
Ready to go, Malbatterus?
He smiled down at her.
Sure thing. Sure am, Fluttershy.
Thank you, Eeyore.
She smiled up sweetly to him.
I am so happy you're here to help. It used to take me so long to bring all the food from Ponyville all the way here.
Malbatterus patted his muscles.
Yeah, I'm just that strong.
She laughed in her little voice.
You sure are. Let's get going.
You sure are, Malbatterus. You sure are.
I'm just actually seeing like Fluttershy as like Tommy West. So like, ha ha ha! You sure are. You have the funniest stories,
Oh, you sure are.
Malbatterus.
Same on inside. Let's get going. The animals really want their food.
Lead the way.
Malbatterus said as he started walking towards Ponyville. The music! It was awesome! That DJ is awesome! She can really make a beat. Greg smiled to himself as he staggered to a small chair, tired and sore from the hard dancing he had been doing. Weedy walked out of the back room, followed by another small dog.
Oh dear lord. He's a pup. He's like a few weeks old.
He's not even a month old. God damn. Like, and who brings their dog to a party? And then
Who gives the dog a blunt?
Cabral's got you there, dude.
I'm not okay.
The story really hurts our brains.
Craig smiled.
Our IQs are falling lower and lower.
Greg smiled and waited for Weedy to come over to him, the music and strobe light lights in the background. What were they doing? I have no idea.
No one knows.
Weedy came over to him and sat down, a smile planted on his face. Greg laughed.
Did you get any, dude?
Weedy looked his way and smirked. Greg held up his hoof.
Way to go! I knew
Wrong
you could
voice.
get bitches. Oh, so that's Greg. Never mind. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Different
David,
character.
what are you doing
You
here?
just hear David like screaming, "I knew you could do it!"
Way to go, dude. No.
Like furiously
Way to go.
masturbating in
Yeah,
his room,
way to
like,
go.
"I knew you could do it!"
I knew you could get bitches.
Weedy bumped his paw against Greg's hoof.
I'm never gonna be able to do that again. Like, I'm never going to be able to like give someone a fist bump anymore.
Duhad, I think you're lucky because your name isn't very common, so you won't have to deal with seeing your name in any of these terrible fan fictions.
That's true.
Honestly, this is the first for me coming up here, but
Oh Christ!
I've
I'm
had
sorry,
mine in
dude.
multiple. You can account for that. I've had mine in multiple.
I know. David sat back, a big smile on his face.
Great job. Wait,
Leonardo.
Okay.
Wow, David's so fucking gay. Like, come on.
Oh god. I knew you could do it.
He said as he looked at his pup. Leonardo barked happily and beat the drums again. David smiled. He loved this dog. It could play the drums like a pro and easily draw small pictures. Oh my god! You're teaching him how to draw porn already! God!
I actually do love the fact that apparently, like, all of Lance's friends are basically Hanna-Barbera characters. It's like, it's like Scooby and Shaggy, and then you have, like, Jabberjaws.
Jabberjaws!
They all have, like, the super intelligent animal that, like, does what, like, the human companion does, and they just, like, go around having adventures.
Jabberjaws!
It's
I love
nothing but Hanna-Barbera characters.
It is. I was thinking about that.
Dark World Hanna-Barbera. Oh.
Because you have Scooby and Shaggy and
Josie and the Pussycats, yeah, Jabberjaw.
Yep.
Both of those were the musician ones, but anyway, continue.
Soon he will be able to get a band set up just like him and Leonardo. And then, Pinky, he will take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain.
All he had to do was learn how to play an instrument of his own, and they're set.
They are set.
Okay, Leonardo, from the top.
Leonardo nodded and raised his paws. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Cody looked down at Ponyville.
Don't say the word. You didn't tell
Oh, good. Hey, look. Hey, Soundspeed. Guess what? It's your moment to shine.
You didn't tell me that this would be in the story.
I didn't know, though. I wouldn't have told you if I did, because goddamn. Let's see how good let's see how good of a Soundspeed impression I can actually do with this guy.
I can't wait. Cody looked directly at a building with music and lights flooding from it. I can't. I'm just so.
Oh, poor Soundy.
Oh.
Cody was a brony, unknown to the others. He was a green pegasus with a blood-red mane and tail.
Just like you.
Just like you.
Just like me. He grinned at himself.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to do your whites because this. I think this is like the villain. I wonder if Lance is down there. I've looked everywhere, and thanks to a few unlucky ponies, I now know where he lives in this town.
No, he lives in Canterlot, you fucking idiot.
Well, he's pretty fucking stupid.
Cody and Lance may not know each other, but they met once on an unlucky night in New York. Lance may not know this, but he ruined Cody's life. Oh yeah, he definitely fucking did. Lance may not know it, but he tore this guy's fucking head apart. It could have been an accident, but Cody would remember that day for the rest of his life. The first day he sat down to reliving the dream.
Oh, dear Lord.
You don't forget the guy who pretty much killed your whole family.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Look at the... Oh, wait, no.
How was Lance going to heaven again?
I thought that 1 was a 0 for a second. I was like, oh, God, did this just get super dark?
Oh, God.
Oh, dear Lord.
It was New Year's Eve, 2011. Cody had come to New York City to see his dying aunt, who wanted him to come to her and pick up his inheritances. Over $50,000.
Fantastic.
His family was poor, couldn't even pay the bills. This hits a little too close to home for my tastes.
Wow, dude, seriously.
This is dark.
This is
the dream. Fucking weird. I don't like this.
I don't like this.
This forced his father to look for a job, which was hard for a high school dropout. So his father did the next best thing. He started his own business, selling car parts.
Do you want us to find like another narrator for this part, dude?
The only problem was his father didn't have enough money to start a business. So he asked the local loan shark for a loan of... Yeah, can somebody else read this? I really don't want to do this.
For a loan of $60,000 and pay back $65,000 once his business started. After months of no sales, I scrolled down and missed my line. The deadline had neared. The loan shark told his father he had 1 month left before they took action. So Cody called his aunt, who had cancer, and asked if she could give it to him now. She agreed, and Cody left his home country of Cuba.
Whoa! What the fuck? He's in Cuba.
Oh my God, this was like way too... that was getting really awkward there.
Ooh, thank God.
That was getting really close. Like Cuba, you're like, oh dear Lord.
Sorry to Cuban Cody out there, who's like right now just going like, why? Why, God? Why?
At least it didn't say Texas.
Okay, yeah, so let's be real here. Like, he just up and left Cuba.
Yeah?
Like, he just can. And I might be stupid, but isn't Cuba, like, communist?
Okay, hold on. I have a friend who was like a Cuban-born citizen. Like, it isn't that hard to leave, though. No. Leaving the country and then just like moving to the U.S. is not easy. Like that is not a thing you just casually do.
Unless you swim.
Like no, again, my friend who came here, like he got a scholarship, like he got U.S. citizenship partly because he got into like an Ivy League school and like he was like stupid smart, and like that made it really easy. But like, yeah, you don't just go like, you know what, fuck you, but I'm gonna move to the U.S. Casually. I'm dead poor and have no useful skills. But, whatever.
Well, moving swiftly onward. After he had visited his dying aunt, he had left for the hotel he was staying at, a check for $50,000 in his coat pocket. It wasn't enough for the full debt, but it would be enough to buy his father more time. You just get $10,000 more, it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Let's see, he walked, hold on. He walked down the streets, the sun already down in the night sky over his head. Only a few more blocks and he would be back at the hotel. But as he pasted an ally... a sound came from within. Cody stopped and looked down the ally, surprised to see a man holding a teenager at gunpoint. Cody had two choices, run or save the team. He chose to save him, which now he wishes he would have let him die. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I know who the teen is.
Yeah, I think we all would have been better off if that had happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody ran towards the man, surprising him. After a brief struggle, the man had knocked Cody off him and ripped off his jacket. The man had ran off into the night, never to be seen again. The teen stood up shakily.
Thank you. God, whatever. I could say myself, though. Thought I was gonna die. Whatever.
Cody looked at him, dazed.
No problem.
He held out his hand.
Name's Cody Benson.
The Dark Knight. The teen reached out and shook his hand.
Lance Grainfield, douchebag.
Lance looked at his watch.
Sorry, man, but I have to run. I'm supposed to be home an hour ago. Thanks again for saving me, or whatever.
Lance ran out of the ally, waving back, a smile on his face. Cody smiled and rubbed his shoulder. He went to check the pocket of his jacket for the check, but his jacket wasn't up. He stole the check made out to Cody Benson. He can't fucking do anything with the check.
I've been waiting for us to get to the point, because I pretty much realized as soon as he had a check in his pocket that the check was going to go missing. But yeah, unless he signed it right there and signed it over to the mugger, that check is useless to the mugger. And he can just get, even though the ant died after he left the building, it's not that hard to get it, signed out again. It's in her fucking will.
Yeah, there's no issue here. It's just the fact that Cody's a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Don't even start with me.
I want to apologize, right now to all of our Cuban fans and to my buddy Dante. Cubans are not stupid people. This is a fucking stupid individual. This retard here is a disgrace to the good nation of Cuba.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note... Cody, full of rage, punched the wall, breaking 2 of his knuckles. Okay. Thanks to his kindness, he just killed his parents. No, he didn't kill them. That kid Lance is the one to blame. No, you did kill them, because you could have just gone and got the damn check again.
Yeah.
Paid for this. Cody shook his head. A newfound rage filled his head as he thought of that night. His father was found dead in his car outside his failing business. A single hole in his head. He was going to enjoy watching Lance suffer. It is going to be a slow and painful death for him. Cody laughed. A horrible laugh that sent chills through the ponies below who heard it.
Fantastic.
I like that little twist. How about all of you?
No.
R&R. Which it probably stands for rape and rape at this point.
I gotta admit, new favorite character. He made me an offensive disgrace of a Cuban, but he hates Lance, so he can't be all bad.
I think he can be, because he just killed his innocent father, because he's just a fucking incompetent douche.
True, but here's the thing, of all of the retarded, dumb shit morons we've seen in the story so far, he's the only person who actually acted selflessly for any reason outside of, trying to get laid.
And then he just gets punished for it.
And then he rages the head and is yeah, sure, his his desire for retribution is misguided to an extreme, and he was a dumbass for letting it get to that point. But still, he is so far the least morally repugnant character we've met. And his rationale for hating Lance, while again, it's incredibly stupid, at least puts him in the same fucking camp as us. So yeah,
go. Let's just go.
We're done though. Hey, it's over.
The pain in my head is screaming now.
Thanks so much for reading along with us.
Please go wash your brains out.
Yeah, remember when it was just Twilight being pregnant? Remember when that was the worst of what we had to do?
Twilight's pregnant?
Yeah. Well, I hope all of you enjoyed that.
I didn't.
I want to go and die now, but we'll not do that.
Go put a single hole in your head.
Oh god. That's dark, dude. I am actually loving the idea of that though being the single hole found in his head. He was killed by the drill bit mafia.
He was drilled out.
Oh, don't eat.
Okay.
That stupid article.
Thanks for reading along with us. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Adios.